everybody, welcome back to another video. Cookie here, and I'm gonna show you a cool starter base, and this video is how to build a starter base inside Minecraft. So I don't have I'm just gonna go off based on what I have an idea of what I'm gonna do. Okay, so building blocks. So this is gonna be like actual star base, not like something like, oh, it takes like 10 days to get. It's not gonna take that long to get. So just like some basic wood to start off with. Let's make a 4. So let's get 3. Let's just say, how about 6? 6 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just make it a square like so. And then what the floor is gonna be is we're gonna have like this, okay? So this is gonna be like a lot of wood that you need, so yeah. But it should be good besides that. So let's get this. The floor should be like this, and then along here we're gonna have, and then like, well, the door would be like over here, let's say. So we would have like that. I accidentally offhanded it. Then we would have a double door like this. Then just go around like this. So there will be 2 versions to this. There's going to be the regular version, and then there's going to be inside. So if you don't want the inside and you want to do the inside yourself, then yeah. So then you're just going to want to build all of this up by 1. So then we have it too tall, not too tall, like the number. So yeah, and you can either, so then I'd say 3 is a good like height for the walls, and then we're also gonna have the roof. So yeah, so then 3 high for the walls, and then we're gonna add the roof, we'll add the roof later. So now what we're gonna want to do is build up on the corners like this with logs. Okay, now then I'll show you what it should be looking like. Second, I'm not gonna make it like, because if you search up how to build starter base on YouTube, then like you don't actually get like a good one besides this one, of course. So yeah, and then you're in the corners like this, you're gonna add planks to give it more variety. So boom, and then it should be looking kind of like this. Then you could add windows anywhere if you want. If you want to add windows, then where you would add them is you would add them, if you wanted to add windows, then you could either use glass or glass panes, and then you would probably do it here, or probably like something like this. This is how you would do the glass. You could either do glass panes like that, or you could do regular glass like this. So that's up to you, your decision. Then over here, what we're gonna want to do for all of this, make these corners 1 extra block high, and just raise everything by 1 height with planks, kind of like what you see I'm doing here. So yeah, and then eventually there's a plan of what I'm gonna do, and trust me, you're gonna like what is gonna happen. Okay. Then over here, and once you raise everything by 1, you're gonna get logs and make it go across from these blanks, like you see here, like you see these planks. Then you just go along like that, boom, and then you just do that on every side until you have it finished, like so. In a second, like that. Then we're gonna add the roof in a second. Then we're gonna want stairs. It can be it can be stairs of any type, but since we're doing mostly oak wood, we're just gonna do corners like this. So then we're gonna place it in the corners facing downwards, kind of like this, and every corner. You can, what I recommend for doing this is standing at one corner like this, and then just placing, and then you could go on the other side like that. That's like the easiest way to do it, so you don't mess it up like that, and you don't accidentally break something like I just did. And then boom, and then every side should be complete. So now it makes it look good from the outside and the inside. So now we're gonna get the roof, which is kind of the hard part. So we're gonna want to have oak stairs like this on each corner, and then an oak plank in the middle, like that on every side. And then this will come along. Just trust me. Don't skip away. Don't go away. Trust me. And then basically we're just gonna, and then after that we're gonna place one block right here, right after that. And then basically from that block we're gonna have stairs going like that on every side. Not like that. And this is not stolen or anything, so yeah. But so far, it's coming on nicely. Then what you're gonna want to do is you can either use planks for the like that, or what I prefer is using logs like this, like in a pattern, but it doesn't matter. But you could also do logs in like a pattern like this, which I think you should do. And then while doing this, you want to make it opposite of this. So since this is going this way, you're going to want this to go this way / that way. Same thing with this. So yeah. So they're opposites. And then that will keep the inside roof clean while also keeping the outside roof clean. Now, from here on, it could just go completely south depending on what happens. So, yeah, that's a pretty good base, if you ask me. But if you want to, you could do this in the corners like that, 2 planks, then that, like kind of like we did here, and then just continue that in each corner from there. And over here, you might want to place the oak log first. Not the oak log, the oak plank first, then do the stairs and stuff. So then you have this. Then from there, what I think you should do is have it, then you should have like this in each corner facing up. Then a square in the middle. And on the sides, it's going to be like facing in a certain direction, and then on these sides it's going to be facing in the other direction. So this is what it looks like. This is actually coming on really nicely. Set the time to day. It's taking quite a while. So now that we have this, which is looking very nice, now you could either leave it there, and you decorate the inside yourself. Wait, before, boom, replace those with planks. Boom. You could decorate it yourself and stuff, or if you want to, you could follow this guide, which this guide right here will be basically like me decorating for you, since like let's say you're not good at decorating or anything, then yeah. What you could do is you could get sea lanterns, but since that's kind of later in the game, what you could do instead is what you might be able to do is have I can't think of the name, what was it called, I can't think of the name right now, right this second, but yeah, you could use torches, but that won't be the best. I can't think of the name right now, but what you could do is you could use torches, which if you were to, the placings that I would recommend if you're using torches, because that's the most early game that I know, you could either put them up ahead like that, or on the sides like this, which I think you should do this. Then on the inside, you should do the same, but like that. And then over here, I think you should have it like this. Boom. And that's like mostly everything decorated. And if you want extra lighting, you can add torches like that. That kind of does look ugly though, so I'd rather like this. Torches on each wall. And then now we need the actual like functional parts. So we need a crafting table, a furnace. You can also add some extra stuff if you want to, if you're later game while trying to make this. And then we could have this and there, and if you have multiple furnaces, what you could do is make a furnace wall like that. And then you could there's multiple ways you could place your bed. It can be any color, but I recommend brown since it goes with like this whole wood thing. You could either place it in the corner like this or like this, but if you have multiple furnaces like I have here, then what you could do is you could place it like right here or here, which I'd which I think this is a good layout. But if you don't like or instead, if you have like just for the aesthetics, you could do this instead of the like that. So then it looks more symmetrical. So yeah, this is like basically the whole inside decorated. But if you do have sea lanterns, which you probably won't, then you could place those here. So yeah, or that spot, and then yeah. And if you wanted to, you could alternate, so like have boom, boom, like that, but if you're more like basics, then boom, the house is complete. So thank you for watching this tutorial, but before I do the outro, tour. So we have the front like there, let's do a circle around here, looks nice. Up here, if you wanted to, you could even make some sort of thing right here, like for decorational purposes, up here at the very top. And then on the inside, we have this. We have the 2 beds, we have furnaces, 2 crafting tables, the lights, and then boom. So thank you everybody for watching today's video, and hope you have a good one. Make sure to remember to like, subscribe, and comment if this tutorial helped you out. And just, yeah, have a great day. Thank you for watching, and bye. Sorry about the chair.